What's up, babies? I ain't never said that, George. I ain't never said I was gonna talk about the 144. I said that's for another video. Or maybe I did say something like we'll probably talk about that later. I don't know shit. No, I don't believe I said that. What up, peoples? You said you have not seen me in a while. I've been going live like crazy. Are you kidding me? Um Yeah, I still do personal readings. You can check the description box. The information is below. Hey, everybody. I wanted to talk to y'all about something. I really didn't want too much about y'all. I just kind of wanted to have like a little conversation about a mixture of things. Um, First of all, how y'all doing? That's what I do want to know. I want to know how y'all doing. How is everybody? Um, Number two. Hey, yo. Yeah. Roll your butt over there. Roll your butt gently down the hallway. Let me tell y'all something. Astronaut over here trying to get his little shine on the slick. he be trying to get his little stuff in on the slick. So y'all, I'm getting ready to upload, or I might have it on the website, but I'm getting ready to upload some more soaps. If y'all have not been checking me out, y'all should know by now that I've added soaps to the website, to the description. um well, go pee pee, son. Over here, not over here. Over there. He think he's slick. So me and my baby have kind of thought you took this page down after your love only. You sure is nosy. Thought I would have took my page down. I kind of, I kind of sort of did take my page down. Um, Go ahead. Pass. Pass. 1, 2. Yo, my baby is so funny. No, you ain't gotta apologize. I'm just over here like you nosy as shit. I mean, be you. I mean, if you're a nosy motherfucker, then you nosy. But I Ooh, Lord. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing business. Uh Not saying it in a bad way. I did not mean it like that. I never thought you did mean it like that, beloved. How can you contact me? Everything is in the description box, y'all. I'm so tickled right now. Y'all is just really on my shit today. Okay, since y'all want to be on my shit today, y'all know I love y'all. First, let's... Oh! Woo, come on, astronaut, pass. Come on, pass. Then you gonna do it slowly. Yo, my 5-year-old is a trip. Do you hear me? We got this real. Y'all, what's the state abbreviation WV? Like SOOOO. What's WV? Anybody know? Like I'm having a slow moment. I think I just heard myself say it, but I want to make sure. Mm. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. I was look at this. Y'all want to see some shit for real? I'm about to show y'all some beautiful stuff. And it's going to coincide with what I'm getting ready to say. How God be on time, right? Now, I'm using these labels. Now, if y'all have ordered anything from me, y'all know I use these labels. Look at the numbers. Y'all can't make this up. Fours and ones. So if you've been seeing fours and ones, this is 41444. Woo. The angels is in this piece right now. Mm. Yeah, like West Virginia. Okay, but anyway, I got that money conjure spray on deck. Excuse me, bird. Yeah, I'm being a little rough today. I keep saying it, but y'all just keep. Okay, now I can talk. I was in prayer. First of all, I was in worship and praise today. This morning when I got up. First of all, God, I thank you for waking me up this morning. I'm so glad that I have not lost sight of your laws, which are really only two laws. They only have one thing in common, which is love. And I'm grateful for everything you brought me through, and everybody you had to use to bring me to this place. Um, y'all, this morning I was in worshiping and I was in prayer. I was just reading my Bible. And God just revealed to me like several things. Let me tell you a little story. I got somebody who is, in my humble opinion, near and dear to me, my favorite uncle. My grandmother had 16 children. Out of all 16 kids, I had one favorite uncle, one favorite auntie. One has then since passed. I love her dearly. Uh, the other one came by not too long ago. And it was raining outside. And this gonna free some people. We want to free some people today, okay? Because I want y'all to understand, when you have been boggled down, my God, by the opinions of your family members, hiding shit and pieces of yourself because you were born into a family with a specific standard. They just want to be hanging over your head what they expected of you, and you come from the church, and this is the ordinance, this is the statute, this is the limitation, this is what you're supposed to be upholding, this, and when you look back in hindsight, it's show enough 2020, it's extremely clear. We thank God for beautiful sight, insight, sight, out of mind, whatever other sight he didn't had to bring around, because he waited till you got old enough to truly understand that the people who put the millstones around your neck didn't even live by nor abide by what they was telling you to do. Because I started recognizing something. I started recognizing how sacrilegious, no, I'm sorry, over religious my family is. I was watching, first of all, let me tell y'all what prompt this whole revelation, because I'm gonna hit a few points today. I was watching. Okay, I was on my spaceship, and while I was on my spaceship, I was going through some of the channels or channelings, and I came upon YouTube. And in the channel within the channel is, oh, y'all want to know what I'm taking, because y'all know y'all niggas is nosy. Black seed oil. Okay. Um, Something just came to me just now. It's funny. I was watching Mark Rebele. How you say? Oh Lord, Rebele. I might be butchering this man's last name, but anyway, he is the cutie little white dude with those big froggy eyes. And I have an affinity for people with big eyes. I don't know what that's about, but I think it. I think it's cute. I think one of the cutest things on a person is their eyes, and if they're huge. Anyway, so I'm watching him, Reggie Watts, and Erica Badu. This was a new video that was dropped like not too long ago. So it's like an hour and a half or like almost 2 hours of just straight vibing, right? So I am like in this shit, and I'm just listening to the conversation, and I'm like placing myself in that place with them as they just having like just open and honest, undoctorate, why I want to say doctorated. Is that a word? Like just having conversation of flow. You could tell that like there wasn't nothing on the table, there was no agenda. And they were just talking and flowing, off of one another. And then eventually they went into what I love the best, which is shedding, music shedding, creating, right? Which I just miss, getting in a room with a bunch of people and just flowing the fuck away. Like, ain't that, like if you know if any musicians, they it's the best way that you could create is like shedding, because I just grew up in music sheds, you know what I'm saying? I grew up around musicians. Hell, I am a musician. So anyway, uh my uncle, who I love dearly, comes in the house. Now mind you, y'all, me and my uncle was closest in my adult life when we attended the same church. Remember I told y'all I'm gonna be dropping some stuff to kind of hit a few of y'all, and some points to kind of show y'all some things. So first of all, hold on. Lord, good Holy Ghost. Oh yes, look at them ancestors. So I don't know, but don't y'all ain't gotta do this. But I be putting my drinking water on my ancestor altar, like, because I got something that's for them, and then I have something that I want them to charge and bless. So when I drink it, I have the blessings of my ancestors. I just get down with them like that. That's just, they my peoples, whatnot, whatnot. And they love me, and they got my back. So, kind of like that's just me like sharing the cup with them. Back in the day, how you shared your cup with your cousins and stuff, and snotty ass nose kids, and you all get sick at the same time. You got that one cousin who just never gets sick or recover, or recover the fastest. He the first one outside playing, and you just mad because you got to look. Don't mind me, I'm having a flashback. So anyway, so this uncle, who I love dearly, is it's when you come from a background like you only closest to the family that you go to church with, right? The moment you stop going to the same church as them, the moment you stop believing in the same things as them, the moment that you stop being as rigid as their God of fire and brimstone, that kind of shit. Not saying that our God don't uphold those things, but our God is way more forgiving than this religious energy that has been placed and pressed in front of the world for the last eon, which is Pisces. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so he's watching me watch this video, Mark Ribley, or man, I want to say Ribley, because I'm Creole, so I can't help myself. So anyway, oh yeah, shout out to the person who ordered this. Your stuff about to be potent as hell. He's asking me, are they high? And he's laughing. And I said, well, it don't matter if they are or not. They having fun. They creating. So I'm at this time, I'm up and dancing because, God and the ancestors has been telling me lately, to get my ass up and get this body, shaking and moving and shit. So I'm like, I'm over there, just doing kitty stuff. Cause, anyway, 44 in the building. Shout out to the angels. So, I got my body moving and they just going in. If you know anything about Mark Ribley, it's when he get to going in, it's like he get that circular motion. That Martian start moving like that. It's like, it's time to start, fucking shit up. So he start moving and beatboxing. So I'm like, hey, let me hop from my mothership to their mothership. So I get my ass up and I'm just grooving and moving, minding my business. And then, here come the bombarding with the questions. That don't bother me. The energy was where it was coming from. It was, you should know better to be watching this. You partaking in something demonic. You this, you that, you da-da-da, Let me say this. I didn't realize that was my coming out of the closet party. Not that I was hiding, by the way. But I was on some bullshit like don't ask, don't tell. It ain't your business kind of shit. That. So I was on that. But then he mistook the games on their table for tarot cards. And then he said, did I just see tarot cards? That's demonic. So then I said to myself, oh, here we go. This is my key right here. This is the time. I was like, okay, this got to be God, like singing. This is what came to me while it was happening, by the way. I'm dancing. Dun, dun, dun. It's raining outside. Pouring down raining. This was the other day. Next thing you know, he's asking if that was tarot cards on their table on the video. And so I said, I got some, so what? I didn't hear his question. I had told him myself. Not realizing I told him myself. So then he says, huh? What? You got tarot cards? I said, yeah. He says, why would you have that? I could tell he moved from shock to disappointment. Mind you, my uncle in his younger years was so heavy on Earth, Wind, and Fire and Stevie Wonder, he was into transcendental meditation. Why am I bringing this up? Watch this. Let me take a pause right here. Y'all, somebody remind me where I stopped. Remember, I talked about transcendental meditation, right? Pause. The jewel I'm getting ready to drop next is for somebody. You've had conversations with family members who have stopped their journey. Okay? You got some people who's listening right now, who's watching right now, whose family members is extremely religious. And you have been operating in gifts that is taboo to the church. That's taboo to your family. That if you walked outside of your house with a t-shirt saying everything you wanted to say, that it'll get you ex-nate out your family. It'll get you casted out. It'll get you basically divorced, right? For somebody who's watching this, it's time. God is calling you out in the month of June. God say, will you stand for something or fall for anybody's shenanigans? Because the same people you hiding your shit from is the same people who has been going and doing voodoo and hoodoo on your ass. Do you hear me? The same people you've been hiding your cards from. Same people who've been getting readings on your ass to make sure that you stay asleep. to mark your progress to see if you woke yet. Because some of them same people who is putting that religious thumb down on you is the same people who been misusing you, treating you and abusing you all kind of crazy ways in the spirit. And you afraid that, oh, they're going to find out. Oh, they're going to label me a demon. They're going to label me a devil. Baby, I've been the devil since I was born. Hell, I was called a demon while I was yet in my mother's womb. But if God be for me, who can be against me? Huh? I've been called all kind of shit because I can see things. Shoot, you don't think folks is calling me a necromancing sorceress that's hellbound because the dead talks to me? I can't care. Listen, the places that you are going, the people that God is getting ready, that you have been anointed and appointed to talk to and reach. Where you going 22 on the clock, you can't care. Because them people done seen far more than you. And they want to make sure that one, they ain't crazy. Two, that somebody can hear and listen and understand. Because contrary to popular belief, everybody ain't woke. Everybody has not seen what you've seen. Everybody's eyes could not behold nor comprehend what you have held in this comprehending. Some of y'all is being called out. God say, now look, I done brought you from amongst and from out of the hand of the fowler. I done saved you from hell's pit. Now I'm strengthening you. First of all, we're going to make your foundation sure. What do you believe? Okay, if this is what you believe, and this is what you believe to be true, we're going to make this thing sure. For me, I grew up in a spiritualist church. We did healings and we used the earth. We used the, listen, you ain't got a clue. That was my true foundation. How the mothers of the church would sit up there and pray. Use the divinations and the things and the tools of old. This is what I came up out of. That's my roots. So God said, we're going to make sure that it's sure. Some of you right now is being battled upon your I hear a war in your members. There's a tug of war in somebody's spirit right now. The enemy is whispering to you and bringing up I'm hearing old dirt. Saying, you really don't believe that that's true, right? You was just following a trend. I believe my gifts. And I make my calling and my election sure. Right now, I walk between worlds. And I don't make no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm called to walk in between worlds. And I stand with a sure foundation. Do you hear me? I remember El Boogie, we talked about that when I came to your house. I'll never forget that conversation. You understand? I don't make no ifs. Some of y'all, y'all not gonna like it. There's nothing wrong with keeping what you do secret. But then there's another thing that happens. And the other thing is, you so busy doing this in secret, you start getting carried away with hurtful things. Things that are hurtful to others. Yes. Who I gotta beat up, Pop? Who I gotta beat up, huh, Pop? Huh, my baby? Who I gotta beat up? I'ma beat him up. We do. Oh, she do love you. They just teenagers. Astronaut. They just teenagers. You be wanting people to fuck with you all day, every day, like we can't take no break. Pom pom. Okay. So, sorry, y'all know when Baby Mystic is around, I gotta talk to my baby. So yeah, some of y'all are hiding the fact. Some of y'all are grown. I'm hearing grown ass people, and y'all still hiding what y'all believe. But God is saying, I'm bringing you up out of that because I got to make sure where I'm bringing you next. You got to stand firm. You got to stand sure. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of wizards.
Mama,
Yes, baby.
I saw your mouth moving.
I know. That's because you trying to be nosy. So you got to go. You got to go because listen.
Mommy.
Yes, baby. Son. Don't make me pop you now. That little boy, stop me at. So anyway, um, so yeah, some of y'all are grown people hiding, what you believe, your belief systems away from your, and some of y'all ain't even into it. Ain't even got to be the hoodoo voodoo. Some of y'all feel like y'all been called to be Buddhists. And because you grew up in a family full of Christians, it's a problem. You know what? Let them be that problem. If they gonna hang their love up on what you believe, then let that be so. That means they love is conditional, and they don't have the love of God. They don't have the love of God. And let me tell y'all something. The people who gonna make it in, they walk with love. It ain't about your religion. It's about what you did with what you believed in. When that rich man left to go do business out of town and he had them servants, and he may have gave one talent, the other one had 15 talents, the other one had 4 talents, this one had 9 talents. And let me tell y'all something. While people are being greedy, God, give me this talent. You over there being you coveting somebody else's shit. Somebody over here is a jack or a jackie of all trades, and you got that one good old gift. You really good at business. You know how to run people's business and start people's businesses, and that may be your business. You may long for your own business, but the truth is your business is starting other people's businesses, coming in quarterly and making sure that their business is running, and that's what you get paid 6 figures or more to do. But because you want a storefront selling boutique clothes, and that is not what God has called you to do, you're mad because your shit didn't have to shut down. This is for somebody. Don't know, but you're gonna get this work today. So you over here looking at what this other part. Okay, that's not it. I'm gonna start me a candy stove, and I'm gonna have me a lawnmower service over here while I got a barbecue pit stop over here doing all this stuff. And God ain't tell you to do that. God said focus on one thing. And for some of y'all, you trying to focus on this one thing, and God said, look, I need you to get your hands dirty a little bit. Go over here, go over here, go over here. Let me explain something to you about being a jack or a jackie of all trades. That shit ain't for the weak. It's not for the weak. When you have been given multiple talents, it's hard to narrow down what you really want to do in this life. So therefore, it's an agitation to people who have more than one thing that they can do and accomplish in this life. Because what happens is that you get boggled down and weighed down by trying to make the right decisions. You get caught up in it. If you are an air sign like me, Lord knows you're going to get into your mind. You're going to be on your own self like, shut up. Because you can never make a right decision in your eyes. You tearing yourself up. So for some of you who have that one talent, who've been blessed with that one talent by the master, by God, by love, blessed are you. You get to focus on one thing your whole entire life. Good God, that is so beautiful because you know where you're going. Versus somebody who has multiple talents, who has to figure out how to maneuver down several roads. So now it's about delegating power. And then you got to find out who you can trust, who God's called you to maneuver with in this season, in this hour, who's temporary, who's up for a lifetime. Don't be so covetous, y'all. You understand? Don't be so covetous. Because people like that are people like me. And people like me, we have a hard time wanting to know what we want to do in this life. Now, I do know what I want to do now. We're not going to sit here and act like, I don't know. I know. But I know first, I'm a love angel. I'm called to love. I'm called to give love, and I'm called to receive love. I am love. I am the walking, talking 3D version of it. Okay. Now let me explain something to y'all. Hold on. Come real close. Baby Mystic likes to make Mountains are little molehills. He said he's hurt. Y'all, that can literally be a little mosquito bite he had like 2 days ago. So I can't fall for that, all right? So if I'm over dramatic, that's because, that's what I like to do. That's how we entertain each other. Okay, so yeah, some of y'all don't understand. So when this master came back and was like, hey, yo, what did you do with these talents? And the one with the 17 buried him. Now I'm just making it up now. It's a plethora. I mean, I'm not a plethora. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not using the exact number. I'm probably not even using the exact amount of servants. I don't care. I'm just trying to paint a picture for y'all to understand what I'm saying. Those one with the 17 talents ended up bearing them. And then had the audacity and the tenacity to be like, look, master, I hid him away. I put him away. Look at that. That's really beautiful. I made sure they were safe. But you didn't do nothing with them. That one with that one talent came back with 3. Probably still the lowest amount, right? But guess what? They flipped. They tripled what they started out with. You need to call yourself blessed. 32:23 on the clock. Call yourself blessed when you have found out what God has called you to do, and you can do it with ease. You understand? When God is calling you, this is an encouragement. So for those of you, hey, come on now, son. Why are you being a distraction? Go over there, baby. See what he did to me. Nobody likes me. So he watches these things, which I don't like. After he watches his SpongeBob, he watches this other. I'm gonna have to ask my daughter what it is, because they be knowing the stuff that he be watching on YouTube. Me and him watch the movies, like Disney and stuff. So anyway, he has this thing where he likes to repeat phrases, and I don't care for that. I used to be like that when I was a kid as well. But he's watching this thing where this little kid is like this negative Nancy, and it's like there's other people around him that has to like be positive Patties, right? So this little boy, he always says this thing, and I noticed at first I was like, why this little baby always say no one likes me? Then I realized, okay, so you just like attention. Like this thing would say that for people to just like, I'm down and out, so I want y'all to come in with it on me. And then they just come like, no, and we all like you. We're just over here playing. Come on. And then he has to finally give in. So that's another sidebar, Jewel. Yeah, be the one that just don't ever give in to that bullshit. Be the one that is so positive, Patty. Now look, be realistic now, don't lie. And well, sometimes you do gotta lie to your senses. Now I feel like Rick James about talking about I ain't put my foot in nobody's couch. Yeah, I did put my foot in somebody's couch. Let me say this. There are times coming that is going to cause for y'all to speak what you don't see. Starting today, right? Speak what you don't see. Your house may be flipped upside down right now. Speak what you don't see. You may be lonely, waiting for a lover. Oh, my voice so rough right now. Speak what you don't see. You waiting for God to give you the funds. Speak what you don't see. I see myself living in my own place. Waking up to the one I love. Put my surround sound music on in the morning while I clean my house in my robe with my dog and my cat running around crazy, with my son chasing behind one of them, and my kids in the backyard, with our blended family. I don't know. I'm just saying some shit, but you get my drift. You know what I'm saying? I just want to put that out there. It's time to start seeing what you want to, saying what you want to see. And for me, that's what I see. I see. And can't nobody take that away from me. Non-reversible. So anyway, yeah, you may have that one talent. That one talent, and you doing your best You doing everything in your power to flip that bit. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. You flipping it. And God is saying unto you, like, good job. Well done. I'm getting ready to reward you. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to reward you. You getting ready to have like big shit coming. And, y'all, let's just continue to stay the course, because your rewards may not look like the other person reward down the street. God is going to give you what you can handle. All right? God's getting ready to give you what you can handle. Point blank in the period. So back to the transcendental meditation comment. Look at me. I'm getting better with speaking and shit. Look at me, son. Yo, money be remembering and shit. Let me stop. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I'm looking at this uncle and I'm like, man, he jump started my fascination with the beyond. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's beyond the church? What's beyond what we're being told and taught? You know how people can talk about, Daniel, how people could talk about Daniel in the lion's den and all this other beautiful stuff, and Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. I get all of that, but no one's talking about Ezekiel.
Throw my phone out the door.
Baby, son, love bug, my ishkabishk, my etch a sketch, my oot the boot, my uni boony, my baby day, my oosie. We say all kind of words. Listen, I want you to just hush, okay? Hush. Oh, my baby, I love you. Mama busy, my honey. Oh, my boy. Oh, my yin yin. Oh, my son. So, yeah, one thing about my babies, man. I love my babies. I love my babies. Oh, well, congratulations, Paradise J. You just resigned from your job? Shit. Blessings unto you. Well, may God start showing you what you need to do next, if not already. And if you walking on the right path, man, may God order every single footstep you take. May it be prosperous. That's for sure. That is beautiful. God bless you for taking that step that we all so scared to take. Wow. Congratulations for claiming your motherfucking peace. Oops, sorry. God, he was in here. Okay. Hey, go back there with your sister. Segment, come get your brother. I got names for my kids. Okay. Yeah, that's what you call courage with no fear of vixen. Yeah, that's some. Hey, that's like, I'm gonna be real with you. That's like some of these artists. When I be hearing about how some of these artists dropped out of high school and shit. Yo, hey, I ain't gonna lie. And it be artists that they made it, like, and they ain't made it like no one hit wonder. They big. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say this, and listen. It's cool to stay in school, kids. It's cool to stay. No, real nigga shit though. Education is key, but not the indoctrination thereof. Now that's a whole nother story. Don't ask me. But I will say this, man. Big ups to those people who dropped out of high school and made their dream work. That's some big ass balls to say, fuck school. I know that whatever I'm getting ready to do ain't got shit to do with no degree. Like, that's That is amazing. That's balls. Because you know what? Them kind of people ain't got no plan B, yo. They don't see, listen, they tunnel vision. They can't see nothing else but that. It ain't no plan B. It ain't no nigga, I'm a just in case my ass. Like, it ain't no just in case with people like that. Yo, real nigga shit. Like, I ain't even being funny. People like that, I admire. Y'all, please don't think I'm over here encouraging niggas to like drop out. And that is just not what it is. Because let me just tell y'all something. Anita went to college how many times over here? And I ain't doing shit with none of the stuff that I didn't went to college for. How many times over? Yeah, like, you know, people start making a habit. Like, I started realizing some people's careers is actually just going to school. That's all they do is just they are addicted to getting degrees. And I ain't got that kind of time to wait. I ain't trying to waste that kind of time in my life. Hell, no. You know, and look, shout out to some of y'all who are called to climb that ladder to get your PhD. I am not hating. Please know I'm not hating. Again, it takes all kind of people to make with the world. I just ain't that kind. I admire y'all, the ones who is, you know, about that life. I just ain't about that life. I'm a gimme quick kind of girl, or I work for my shit. I earn my keep. You know what I'm saying? I prove my salt. And I just, yeah, going to college for me was just overrated. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of pissed that I didn't go to Berkeley School of Music. But then I feel like if I would have went, then how would my ear in music have changed? Like, would they have fucked with my ear in some kind of way? Yeah, because my cousin told me who went to Full Sail University in Florida. He told me how he kind of wish he never went to school for engineering, because the way that he hears sound is a little different, and he feels like he got to do all these ritualistic shits to just like, he feels like he's the kind of person who, like, everybody's in the studio, we all together, right? And he sings and writes and plays instruments too, right? And we'll be up in that bitch just like vibing and putting stuff down, and he'll be the one, like, when it's his turn to do shit, he'll kick everybody out, like, okay, y'all get out. And I'll be looking at him like, you for real? And he'll be looking like, yeah, get out. And I'm gonna be the main one, like, you ain't kicking me out, nigga. Like, because if that's the case, I know how to press record. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to run everything that I've dropped on this channel, which ain't nothing but 2 songs. I engineered that shit myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the exception of him, who taught me like the basics, I taught myself everything else just by tweaking. Because I learned hands-on. I'm a kinetic learner. I like, you know, I'll watch you once or twice, maybe slow that shit down in my head, then, you know, I'll learn from I learn by ear anyway too. So anyway, you know, just kind of sort of going through the motions of shit, and I'm just looking like, in my head, why you want to kick me out? But then I had to realize something, and I asked him, and this is what he said. He said to me, now this is still on, you know, the whole, just the things. He said to me, because one day I was a little frustrated. I know he could see I was frustrated with him. And I looked at him and I said, like, what's that all about? Like, yo, you be kicking niggas out and shit. Like, I be having shit to do too. Like, if you gonna kick me out and then I gotta wait and ain't nobody got time for that, you know, bullshit. And he was just like, you know, I had to do a lot just to get where you are naturally. Now, we come from the same tribe. This is what's crazy. And, you know, when he really said to me, he said, like, when he went to Full Sail, he felt like his ear, the way he heard shit, got disturbed. And I'm saying the word, I'm using the words disturbed, and I'm paraphrasing what he said. And anybody knows in music, like, especially when you come from a church background, you basically are groomed for the industry. You're groomed for any industry at that point, because there is something about growing up in the church, is in the music department. That's like that home cooked meal that kind of hits you, and it's that meal like after church when you around the table, and it hits you and you got that itis. You wanna go to sleep, but you're not quite there yet. You in theta, but you a little bit in beta. Like, I'm relaxed enough to go to sleep, but I'm relaxed enough to stay up, but just chill, just be chill. Like when you didn't got a high or a nirvana off of a meal. That to me is what childhood looked like growing up in the church in the music department, right? That's just for me. I can't speak for nobody else. I had a hand in different denominations. I floated around in the different denominations within the Christian sector. And they teach you how to open yourself up to the Spirit of God. Listen, there's been plenty of times where I have sat in the chair before a praise and worship service. I was a praise and worship leader for all my life. Praise and worship leader, choir member all my life. When I tell y'all, before church, would open myself up. I would sit upright in the chair. And there's something about channeling, sitting in a chair upright, where your back is straight up. You're in one of them old-fashioned chairs, It's something about those type of chairs where your back is to sit up aligned and you're able to sit flat. I'm going to have to look more into that. There's something in that bitch about, I don't know what that is, but I guess it helps you to connect with your mind's eyes like a portal gate, or I don't know, sitting in that L shape. I know it's something. I can't put my finger on it, but it's something. So anyway, yeah, I just remember taking that deep breath, like, okay, Spirit of God, Spirit of Heaven, I ask that you come into me. I ask that you come into me, house me, use me. I move over, I get out the way, I let you in. Those words that I just said, that's a conjuring. That's a prayer of conjuring. That's how you conjure. You know what I'm saying? We were taught how to confirmation. I don't know who this is for, but I'm telling y'all, you were taught how to conjure already. If you grew up in the black church like me, or a Pentecostal church, because the white people be opening themselves up and conjuring too. Have you ever seen a white Pentecostal church? They do not play. Do you hear me, homie? They shout. Listen, any little thing at the drop of a dime is worthy of a hucking and a bucking. I'm telling y'all. That man, the testimony service come up. Next thing you know, that man will say, God. That's all he got to say. And I was always the one who never went into a holy dance or a shout. I was the one who always looked. I was the crier. Like, I'm about to make y'all niggas laugh real fast. Wait. Like when you in the black church, you got your labels, right? We about to help somebody up in here. You got your labels. You got the deacon or the man of the church who ain't afraid to praise God. He the one, the slick one, he always wearing the gator boot shoes, or he looks sharp. He the sharp one. Or he the janitor at somebody's school. He always the one, he ain't afraid to go up, Then you got sister so-and-so who always falling out. Any little thing got hugged, just woo. Then you got that old mother of the church who got that word, but she cover you up fast. Hey baby, now come over here. I want you to come. Now, this the nice church mothers. I want you to come by the house later on. I got some slips, and I think what size you wear, baby? I got some nice slips that'll go right good up underneath that, cause your panty line and stuff is showing. They won't even say that. Someone, but I just want I want to help you. You got them church mothers. Then you got the ones that, who told you to, baby, you got to wear some better stuff. The ones that'll hurt your feelings, right? Wait. But then you got, listen, you got that one that when they go in, everybody's about to go in. That's the rare one. Comment below if you got one in that church that when they start to going in, that's it. And it's even contagious with you sitting in the tent like, hey, yo, I really want to go off with this person. You be looking around, you fighting the spirit like, ooh. Has that ever happened to y'all? Will you be sitting there fight? Woo. See, let me tell y'all something. These musicians, they got away with a lot. It wasn't until I became a musician myself. Like, so me, my ex-husband, and my cousin used to rotate. We used to rotate instruments. Sometimes I would be on the drums, but I would be either singing or on the keys and singing. And my cousin would either be on the drums and piano, or my ex-husband would be on the bass or on the keys. So between three of us, we was rotating between three instruments. So a lot of times, if I had to be on the keys, my cousin was on the drums and my ex-husband was on the bass. So let me just say, from a musician's perspective, it wasn't until I got grown for me to realize, yo, these musicians get away with a lot. Like, it takes a lot for a musician to get up from their instrument and just start, like, it takes a lot, because that's something you get to hide behind. You get to hide behind a keyboard or organ. You get to hide behind drums or bass or guitar. Like, you get to hide behind a lot of shit. If you see a musician in a church, pick them up and put them down, and they done got off their instrument, just know it's a real shout. Just know you best go in with them, because it's a real shout. Do you hear me, baby? That shout is real, because they actually keeping it down for y'all, number one. Number two, they over there fighting like, I really don't want to make a fool of myself because I'm feeling something so heavy. They be over there going in. I'm telling you. There's been plenty of times I had wanted to jump up off something. I was like, Lord, God, hold my mule. Okay, enough. So, I just want to let y'all know, with that, closing that one conversation, I'm closing up the smaller circle, the smaller hole, which is, don't be over there looking at and coveting other people's stuff. If you got one beautiful, great talent, you are doing a beautiful job flipping that shit. Come on, say it with me in the church. Flip that shit. Well, listen. You have been called to that one good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Sure, you admire people who sing. Do you know how hard it is to be a singer? Everybody wants you to answer the phone. It's fucking singing nowadays. I don't know about y'all, but that's just with me. Okay? There's just people I don't even call, because it's like they want you to sing. They want to talk to you, but they want you to respond in song. Like, what the hell? No. People, it's like, what's that song? Now they know, yeah, girl, you know that song by Anita Baker. What is it called? They want you to sing it. They know it. They'll be saying it to themselves, but they want you to sing it. Because they want a free concert out your ass. See? Yeah, I be playing dumb with them like, girl, I don't know. Don't covet it. Maybe that was something you had in the past life. Or maybe that's something you're going to have in the next life if you have to come back. Or, maybe that just was not your bread. That wasn't meant for you. Maybe you're a singer and you see somebody has another type of gift. There's been times where I'll be like, oh, man, I wish I knew how to do that. Some of these gifts God is saying you can have. You just need to learn, acquire them. You can acquire them by learning, sitting your ass down and dedicating yourself to learning a skill. Like chef, a lot of people turning into chefs nowadays, by way of YouTube or, cordon bleu, le cordon bleu, or by way of, what's our, shout out to the drunk sister, who used to, what's the auntie name? Yo, she used to be getting down. The French lady, the tall French lady. She used to put my ass to sleep. Between her and Bob Ross, that ASMR was off the chain. Come on, y'all. Remember the drunk lady that used to cook? She used to come on PBS. Come on, y'all. Fuck. Julia Child. That's her. God damn. Yo, I used to be like, this one. Woo! Lord. That was, I don't care what y'all said. That woman used to be drunk. She's like, hey, man, you are She like, you put a little dash up, but she put the whole thing. It's like, oh God, yo. I remember watching her as an adult. I was like, what the hell was I on as a kid? Like, this woman was, yo, I used to love her. Auntie, shout out to you, though. That woman, woo, she was tall. Yeah, Julia Childs. Anyway, I really do, yeah, shout out to her and Bob Ross. Anyway, so yeah, like, it's an acquired skill. You know, you can learn things. There are things you can learn. Don't, you know, if it's really meant for you to have. I know people. I know some people who learned how to sing. They just worked at it. You know how many musicians taught themselves how to sing because they have to have an ear. Oh, she's in F. She's in C sharp. Oh, she's in G. She's in A flat. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many musicians who are magicians. They've taught themselves how to really sing and be in perfect pitch because they play these damn keys all the time. They be mimicking these other singers. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of these, you know, come on, y'all. But anyway, I love y'all. So back to the whole circle of the conversation. This Gemini, the season of Gemini is gonna cause you to walk in luck because Cancer is coming up. Cancer season is gonna be here before you know it. What is being established in Gemini season is make up your mind because now the twins are now having a more solid mind than a lot of people, a lot of us who are looking to make sense of certain things in our lives. God is bringing a comfort in decisions. I'm hearing decision making. There's no more hangman energy. The hangman. Listen, I want to say this to y'all. The origin of the hangman. I'm just gonna drop a gem, a free tarot card gem. The origin. Can y'all close the door over there or something with him? The origin of the hangman is someone who purposely went to look for enlightenment and hung themselves upside down on purpose to say, you know, I'd rather if I got to have the blood, all the blood rush to my head, if I got to if I have to put myself in a specific position in order to get, you know, to go to the next level of knowing something, then so be it. They hung themselves upside down on a tree. Okay? Let him out. Let him out. Apparently, Baby Mystic wants to be a distraction today, so he is so upset right now. I am going smooth off. And my son is a water baby, so he's just... So anyway, somebody said, hey, Cancer. Lord God. So anyway, hey. He said he don't want to stay in there. I can hear him. Aww. Let him out. Let him out. They can't hear me. Y'all can let him out. Yeah, so I just had to scream, Lord. I felt good though. Lord. Turn it down and be quiet. That's why I had them take you in there. Cause you too loud. Can you be quiet for mommy, please? You sure? Are you about that life? Huh? You you got the game in your hand. Okay. She gonna give you the password. Go ask her for the password. Go ask your sister for the password. Go ask segment for the password. Huh? Go ask her for it. Debbie, did I hear about TD Jake's son-in-law? You hit the nail on the head. Love you. Yeah, I heard it. I heard about it, but um, it's not just him. Oh my God, y'all. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it entered into the hearts of men the things that God is getting ready to show for. But He is revealing it by His Spirit. Let me just say this. I told y'all that we were getting ready to hear. This was even before I had said praying about TD Jakes. When I was in the bathroom, I never will forget when I was channeling that message and God told me to tell y'all that we was going to hear of a scandal that was going to make the Eddie Long case look like Cartoon Network. I specifically said that. Let me say this. There is some, oh my holy God. This child trafficking, oh Lord help me. This this stuff that is getting ready to come to light. I'm gonna just say this, y'all. Be in prayer. Be turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. Yes, you. Y'all need to be in prayer. Y'all need to be in prayer. Oh man. It's about to go down. Y'all be praying for the families that will be affected by the coming. I just heard a great slaughter shall I separate thee. Y'all, God coming to cut some heads off. I keep seeing angels with big old just, I mean, cutting heads. Do you hear me? Cutting heads. Cutting heads. For those who've had lying tongues in whatever situation is getting ready to come to light, I'm hearing cover-ups, sneak-outs, stake-outs. I'm hearing stalking, paying people. Ugh. I ain't come on here for this. Holy Ghost. Stakeouts, I heard walkouts. My God. I came to just give y'all a word. The word was this. I used to be bothered how my family was going to look at me because it is taboo for you to be in the church and doing what I'm doing. But the truth is, there's getting ready, witchcraft is getting ready to be uncovered in the church. When I say witchcraft, this is what I mean. I mean, I mean stuff that was being used to harm others. I'm not speaking of healers and seers and prophets and those who do divination to bring light, to bring love, to bring wholeness, to bring healing, who's tapped into with chakras and all this other stuff is not demonic. Because let me tell y'all something. Some of these pastors that went overseas, and I've said this before and I'm gonna say this again. Some of these pastors have went overseas and sat up underneath some of these yogis and shit and these gurus and shit, learning how the art of tantric sex and learning how to call up somebody's kundalini spirit and whether or not how to call it into a Lilith energy or not, incubus succubus energy, learning how to touch you in certain chakra points to ignite or eliminate something within you or to take away or put into you. Listen, y'all don't understand the shit y'all didn't y'all giving these people. I heard murder. I just heard the spirit of murder. I just heard the spirit of RAPE. My God. God is in here. I'm trying to get up off this thing. God is in here. I did not want to come on with this here. Lord, help me. See, this how you know it's real. When you fighting. Shoot. Good Lord. Ooh. Oh my God. God is coming with the whirlwind I'm hearing. God is coming with the wind. He said a torch. God coming with it. God said I'm about to show you who I am. You've been talking about me, but you don't know me. Oh my God. He said he about to flex on some of these people. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. The way I'm saying it is the way I'm hearing it. God wouldn't talk like that. How you know? You don't even know him either with your judgmental ass. How you know? God can talk to anybody the way God chooses to talk to somebody. How you know? I heard divine judges. Y'all best get ready, honey. The world getting ready. Oh. Woo! Oh my God. My holy God. My sovereign God. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all, man. God is here. I see a flood. And I do see Houston, and I know the people that you brought up, Jania, is in Dallas. I get all of that. But I keep seeing Houston flooded by water. God, help us, Holy Sovereign God. I see that city underwater. Do you hear me? I see that city underwater. That city, God, if you can spare. And you know, this may not be a physical. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I know I see a flood. God, oh, he said I got to flood it so I can drain the swamp. Must be the truth. It sounds like somebody just sat on the bed. Don't you bring your butt over here. I see you. No. No. You cannot come over here. Okay. Well, but you can't come on camera. You can want what you want, but you can get him there right there. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm sorry. God forgive me. Don't hide your guests. God may have some of y'all stay quiet and stay silent for a specific reason. I hear that y'all are yet still being trained or something like that. But for others of you, some of y'all have been you've mastered the major arcana number 1 and number 2. So he's bringing you to I heard the higher height now that you're on is the lowest level of where you're going. So let's say, for example, if you're going up a flight of stairs, let's say when I'm climbing up the staircase from 1 to 2, and I get to 2. Now I'm in a new level. However, I'm now at the lowest point of level 2. So within level 2, you have different mini levels, right? So each step is a mini level. So you have one, let's say 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, 2-6, 2-7, 2-8, 2-9, and then you have level 3. And then you have 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 3, and it's so on and so forth. That's what this is. So some of y'all are uh, uh, some of y'all are have been I heard executed to, like, something was executed to bring you to the next level. Turn that down now. I said down. You can still listen to it. You can turn it down. You don't have to turn it off. Um, you can watch it. Watch your cartoons. I just want you to turn it down so you won't be disturbing me. Mommy's a kid too, you know. That's why we get along so well. You know, like when we go to the park and the beach. He likes to say the beach. I want to go to the beach. So anyway, yes. It is fair. Pick it up and watch it. Son. So, now I really forgot what I was saying. Cause now that he didn't took me off guard. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, but some of y'all are walking when it comes to levels. Some of y'all are on a new level right now, and you know, of course, they say new level, new devils. But I don't want to. I don't want to put your focus on that. With this level, God is not focusing you to be watching your enemies right now. God is focusing you to watch you. What you say, what you speak on yourself, what you say and what you speak on to others. But I'm hearing a good thing. God is leveling you up to receive the blessings. I heard insurmountable blessings. God is leveling you up for blessings. For those of you who really have been praying and crying and crying and praying and praying and crying and crying and praying and praying and crying, God said, it's your time. It's your time. It's your time. Oh, it's your time. Period. Look at the rocket. I believe you too, baby. They got a rocket in the sky. I believe it. I believe it. Tell them come beam me up, Scotty. You going to the sun? It's going to the moon. Put your pinky ring up then. So anyway, yeah. You know, don't worry about your enemies in this season. God has you invisible and invincible, because not invisible, they can see you because they gotta watch you eat. But God just has you in a place where now it's time for you to focus on you and learn how to receive good. Yeah, I'm hearing receptivity. One of the things that made me actually come up on this live was I was in the Old Testament, and I was in I wasn't in Kings. I was in Chronicles, Second Chronicles, as a matter of fact. I was in Second Chronicles, and I came across a reading of Jeroboam and Rehoboam, brothers, who were both from the was both from Israel, was Israelites, but they warred with each other so much. They both ended up in the end of their lives being wicked. And I thought about we God, let me just say this, y'all. We need to really stop beating up people. And I want to speak to my own folks, my own people. Hey, how you doing, my melanated people? We need to stop beating up our own. Every time somebody rises up and tells you, we need to stop screaming about outside violence so much when it's inside violence going on. We need to stop acting like that person is not lying. We cannot we can't consistently keep holding people accountable when we really are like Rehoboam and Jeroboam fighting against one another to the point to where, look at this. They both, y'all, it bothered me so heavy. I stopped, I think, at the 16th chapter or 17th chapter. I really couldn't read no more. I got like right after King Asa or Asa passed and his son Jehoshaphat took place. Yes, baby. Okay, we gonna go to the moon. We gonna go to the God gonna make sure we go to the moon, baby.
But where's the shoe?
You an astronaut. And I know you're gonna figure it out. And mama gonna be right there helping you with every equation and everything. We gonna go to that moon.
Shoe.
Huh?
Where's my shoe?
Well, we ain't going right now. My baby said.
Where's my shoe? I can't find it.
Bob, come on. Wait. Can you wait till mommy done?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, my son. I love you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I'm reading this, and it talks about how basically here comes Asa or Asha, who ends up getting the throne and ended up walking upright before the Lord until a seer called Hanani comes. A seer, S-E-E-E. I'm sorry, S-E-E-R. A seer comes and tells him, some correction from God, which causes him to put the seer in prison and then start being wicked and disobedient toward the Lord. So he ends up dying wicked. What you do in excess, in moderation, your kids end up doing in excess. We got two brothers who was from the same tribe, who came underneath the same God, that was fighting against one another to the degree when the Bible say when the tribe, it said the armies of Jeroboam came up against the armies of Rehoboam, God had to slay 20,000 men of Judah and 30,000 men of Judah over, and it's like, damn. So Judah had just split the fuck up. Like, it was crazy reading that, saying to myself, like, wow, they're not realizing that their family is suffering. Their family is suffering. I said that to myself, like, even on both sides, it said how many children of Judah fell. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, like, wow. So every time, when Pac talked about black on black crime, as long as he was talking about police brutality, it was beautiful. But as soon as he talked about brothers killing brothers, it was a problem. Nobody want to talk about, Black of the Berry by Kendrick Lamar. I'm the biggest hypocrite of 2015. When he talk about how, I'm talking about somebody killing Trayvon Martin down in the street, but then, when gang banging, make it cool for the killing nigga blacker than me, hypocrite. You go back and listen to that song. how we've made it cool to justify going against everybody else. But when it comes to our own, somebody don't like this, but I don't give a fuck. I don't. Cause I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of hearing about it. You know, and the truth is, I come to my people. I come to my people because I want my people to live. I want my people to thrive. I want my people to strive. We can be our worst enemy because we are our strongest allies. Why do we have to keep saying this shit in a different form? But you know what? I'm going to put some love on it. And I'm going to tell you why. I say it in love because I'm going to tell you why. Y'all, we got to, the only way we ever are going to be able to come together, we really got to undo self-hatred and self-hatred. We got to stop being so afraid to receive love. We do. We have to. We need to start validating ourselves. And I never thought I would say this, but y'all, stop. Don't be so quick to look for validation outside of yourself so much. Sometimes people will validate you to get your guards down, for you to trust them so they can come in and hurt you. Don't be so quick. And I'm saying this from personal experience. Don't be so quick to y'all, don't just look to God first. Look to God. Also, work through your distractions. I love my baby, but let me say this. We got to stop acting like kids sometimes don't, distract you from doing what you're supposed to do. But you got to press through it. You got to press through it. Sometimes I talk with a lisp. Sometimes I don't. Shout out to all the homies who got a lisp. What up, though? George, you've been asking me about... You've been asking me about the 7 seal. Go over there. 1, 2. Okay, well then stop. There's only one bingo. Is that the blackout bingo? Huh? Okay, bingo. I don't know why you like bingo all of a sudden. Hush, son, hush. What is the 7 seal, George? Because you starting to just... What you weak about? What is the 7 seal? No, you want to go on the 144,000 now. Can I tell y'all something? Turn it down now. 1. Now I'm not playing.
Aww. Why will you watch my cartoon?
George, maybe you trying to get me to read something as if to like work on like me speaking something out into the atmosphere. I'm not sure like why you keep pressing me to go to the 144. But let me just say this. Chapter 6, verse 8 says, "So I look and behold a pale horse, and the name of him who sat on it was Death. And Hades followed him. And power was given to him to kill over 1/4 of the earth, to kill with sword and hunger and death by the beasts of the earth. And when he opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of those who had been slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held. Okay, seventh chapter. Now this is where it gets. Why would you do this to me, George? Oh my God. After these things, I saw four angels standing at the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, on the sea, or on any tree. Then I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried out with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was granted to harm the earth and sea, saying, do not harm the earth and the sea, or the trees, till we have sealed the servants of God on their foreheads. And I heard the number of those who were sealed, 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Sorry. Of all the tribes of the children of Israel were sealed. Of the tribe of Judah, 12,000 were sealed. The tribe of Reuben, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Gad, 12,000 were sealed. The tribe of Asher, 12,000 were sealed. The tribe of Naphtali, 12,000 were sealed. The tribe of Manasseh, my God, what is happening? 12,000 were sealed. The tribe of Simeon, 12,000 were sealed. The tribe of Levi, help us, God. 12,000 were sealed of the tribe of Issachar. 12,000 were sealed of the tribe of Zebulun. 12,000 were sealed of the tribe of Joseph. Holy Spirit. 12,000 were sealed of the tribe of Benjamin. Oh my God. 12,000 were sealed. After these things I looked, and behold, a great multitude which no one could number, of all nations, tribes, peoples, and tongues, standing before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, with palm branches in their hands, and crying out with a loud voice, saying, salvation belongs to our God, who sits on the throne, and to the Lamb. My God. To our God who sits on the throne, and to the Lamb. All the angels stood around the throne, and the elders of the four living creatures, and fell on their faces before the throne and worshiped God, saying, Amen. So be it. Blessing and glory and wisdom, thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto our God forever and ever. It is so. Amen. Then one of the elders answered, saying to me, who are these arrayed in white robes, and where did they come from? And I said to him, Sir, you know. So he said to me, these are the ones who come out of the great tribulation and washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore they are before the throne of God. Serve him day and night in his temple. And he who sits on the throne will dwell among them. They shall hunger, neither hunger nor thirst no more. The sun shall not strike them for any heat. For the Lamb who is in the midst of the throne will shepherd them and lead them to living fountains of waters. And God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. Let me stop right there. Because after that, there is about an hour and a half of silence in heaven. And then the seven trumpets. God. Y'all. Oh, God, help me. I see in the spiritual realm, and I'm on the inside. I'm not on the outside. I'm on the inside. I see a huge, like I'm in this huge castle. Woo, God. Oh, God. Some of y'all ain't gonna like what I'm getting ready to say. I think this man came on here to provoke this thing. Let me tell y'all. Holy God. Woo. Oh, Lord, help me. Oh, y'all have no idea what's getting ready to happen. Oh, God help us. God help us. Holy God help us. Y'all got to get ready. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got to be the one to tell y'all this. Lord, help us, help us, help us, help us, help us, help us. Oh, this thing is so heavy. Oh, God, this is so heavy. Oh, Lord, have mercy on us. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all.
I need to get
God just showed me on the inside of a huge castle. It's concrete, like an old building, And the door outside of this castle is huge. It's a stone door, but it's so tall.
Excuse me?
Go over here.
I need french fries.
Extremely tall. Segment, Boots. Go tell your sister come see. And I seen somebody in the spirit. Just when I was reading this scripture just now, y'all, I'm very sensitive. God gives me stuff, I can't help it. I seen a man with a suit on, like a business suit, and he was running with a suitcase here and a suitcase here, and he was running trying to catch the door. And to be honest with you, I'm seeing two scenarios. I see he barely makes it in, but then I see one that don't make it in. Let me explain something to y'all. Boots.
Peanut butter?
Boots.
There's no peanut butter.
Go tell your sister come here.
Sister, come here.
Um, where we are on the timeline, whatever has happened, whatever is supposed to happen, George, has already. Whatever needs to happen has already. Whatever is going to serve. Help me with that issue. Go over there while she's doing it. Go over there, sit down. One. Um, how can I say this? The 144,000. Let me just say that if you did not hear me before when I told y'all some eons ago that this is about bloodline. I'm going to tell y'all what I seen. Well, glimpses of what I seen. 3939. 1212. 1221. God is sealing, is wrapping up, sealing people. This puts a whole nother spin on many are called, but few are chosen. What I just seen in the spirit, Holy Ghost, 4141, Holy God. Whew. What I just seen, God is not playing. Some of you need to get your house in order. Others of you are going to be sent to tell some of your family members to get their houses in order. Some of these people's too late. Somebody said, "How you know you're not God? You are blah blah blah. This and that, the other." Let me tell you something. Some of these people have been given over to a reprobated mind. Some people have. I'm hearing the word seared. They've had their conscience seared. They can't go back. I just see caskets. Some people gonna say this is the work of the devil, but this is the wrath of God. I see caskets. I'm hearing that's what them FEMA cat. Lord help us all. They knew something was coming. They know it. I hear from out of the sky, it shall fall. Out of the sky, it shall fall. From out of the sky, it shall fall. I heard a mighty rock. This ain't gonna be something, y'all. I don't know. I just feel like most of this stuff is spiritual. I feel like some of this stuff is physically gonna take place, but I feel like some of this stuff I just heard already occurring natural. Like it's like kombucha. It already had been sitting there brewing. Somebody want me to prophesy evil though. Somebody's sitting online right now wanting me to prophesy evil. But let me tell you something. I'm not going to curse what God has blessed. And I'm not going to bless what God has cursed. Those who do the work against love, against God, is those who's cursed. Those who are for love, the marching of love, who is really about that life of unity and oneness under love. I'm talking about real unadulterated love, oneness and wholeness, no matter what tribe or nation you come from. You better get it together and walk in love. That is what's going to make it in the end. Do you hear me? Love. Telling you, if you live in love and you die in love, you're going to live forever. That's the secret of immortality. Love. I just see God's hand. I see the hand of God, the hand of love. I'm telling you, God's righteous indignation. I keep hearing righteous anger, righteous indignation. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to just put this on out there. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of this stuff was purposely put out of order. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if this seal was actually that? What if that one was that number? You know, what if it's scrambled? What if we getting this information scrambled? What if it's not happening in the order that, you know, order for order in Revelation? What if it's happening here, there? You know, we got to make us like the sons and the daughters of Issachar, God, so that we may be able to discern the times and the seasons that we living in. Because something ain't coming. It's already here. For some of you who got the discernment, you know not to be afraid because you are rested and invested in God. But for those of you who ain't heard the trumpet, who ain't heard the call, who ain't heeded the call, you still operating in your foolery. You still going in. Oh, Lord, I hear going in and out of chamber doors, doing stuff in hidden places. God say, I see you in your hidden place. I don't be coming on here wanting to talk about this, but I can't help that I am the gavel of God. I bring judgment. That's what I do. I bring karma. That's what I do. But I also bring wisdom and knowledge and safety and peace and protection. And above all these things, love. In order to save me, B.B. Winan said, in order to save the day, I found that love placed itself in harm's way. Love did it. And love sealed it. And love called it good. What's getting ready to happen next had to go through God. to get the okay. I keep hearing signed, sealed, and delivered. Something, there's two things. Something is coming and then something is here. I do see the coming of the first astronauts. I'm telling y'all what I see. We getting ready to see some shit in the sky. I want y'all to start looking up. Pay attention at night. For those of you especially who live in the countryside and rural sides that ain't got so many city lights messing with y'all, y'all can see more in the sky than the city slickers can. I'm trying to help you. Look up. You always looking up anyway. You about to start seeing more activity in the sky at night. Do you understand me? We about to see two different timelines merge. The story of the Bible and the story of the Anu is getting ready to come alive at the same time. People are going to have to start giving an answer for what is going on. Oh my God, help me. Do you hear me? How you ain't going to be able to explain this away and call it a phenomenon. Clink, clink. The door is going to open. Clink, clink. Luke, I am your father is going to... How are you going to explain that to the masses? Help me. Help double Dutch. I wish I could tag somebody right now so I can just take out of my mouth so I won't have to say so much. Because some of y'all think I already say too much anyway. I am the oracle of God. You don't think I know what to say and what not to say? God will make it good. I'm so grateful and thankful. And I'm learning still as well. I'm still learning as well, just like you. This 12. 12 keep coming up, Lord. This 12, he said the 12 of the 12. 12 times 12 is 144. Why does the times table stop that we have? It stops on a grid that is 12 by 12. And it just stops there. It don't go to 13, 14, 15, 16. Y'all remember that growing up? I don't know about the new young age kids now, the new age children. But you know, back then when we had a composition book, we bought, 5 stars or the Eagle subject notebook paper, and you turned all the way to the back and they had your helpers there and the times table. Y'all remember that? Come on now, help me, somebody. But I'm hearing God's kids is kept safe. I heard from hurt, harm, and danger. God's children is kept safe. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. That's why I'm safe. Safe in his arms. When the storm. I'm telling you, that's a powerful song. Of life is raging and the billows roll. She said, he shall hide me. Boy, that is a powerful statement. When everything starts to tossing and turning and toiling, there's been some whisperings in the spirit about you. The angels have been saying, did you hear such and such? I heard there's a gossip in heaven. Such and such claimed they was such and such. So you know what? Y'all don't understand how the devil is a prosecutor. Heavy prosecutor. Sit there and got his record keepers. listening to what you're saying so he could bring it to the course to put you on trial to see if you're telling the truth or not. Because, see, he's trying to find any little thing, I'm hearing any legal right to come in to mess with you. Stop giving him stuff to use against you. Holy God. Holy God. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I just heard. This is deep. This is deep. This is deep, saints. This is deep. This is deep, deep, deep. I want you to know what you're getting ready to hear. Don't get afraid. It's gonna be easy to be afraid. Don't be afraid. No fear. No fear. You're gonna be able to look the lion in the face with no fear. You're gonna be able to look the crocodile in the face with no fear. That Leviathan spirit is gonna have to bow before your feet. That behemoth is going to have to bow before your feet by the time God gets through revealing who you are to everybody who has counted you out. God had been searching this earth to and fro, seeking not only who he could show himself mighty to, but also seeking who he was going to seal. Because now that he is sealing, and I'm hearing it's coming to a quick close, there's only a few left he got to seal. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And I do mean it's dang on near complete, 3443. And that's 7-7. I am not kidding. Oh God, I keep seeing the color, the golden light, golden yellow. Just keep hearing awakening. Some of us are from those tribes that I named. And some of us have been sealed. Some of us are being sealed. I don't take this lightly, y'all. If God tells somebody, if God has somebody coming to you, telling you that God is giving you another chance, that God is asking you to make it right with him, God is saying, return your heart back unto me. I listen, holy God, I thank you, God. I'll listen to him. God is giving you one more chance. One more chance. I hear that song by Ricky Dillard. One more chance. Do you hear me? God is giving you one more chance. He gave me one more chance. I'm telling you, that song is so powerful. It's one of them shouting songs, but if you hear the words of that song, how he gave me one more chance. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. One more chance. And I heard the badass ones was the hardest ones to seal. Because that's the ones that had to wake up, had to be awakened. Hey, my God, my. I pray for anybody who is under the sound of my voice, near and far. I don't care if you don't even understand English fully. I just pray that if God is tugging at your heart right now, that you just listen, that you just give in. Let the ego, have that ego death. The only thing that's going to die is your status in the heart of somebody. You won't be exalted anymore in somebody's heart. That's what needed to happen. That the walls of that heart concerning you needed to come crashing down, because you can be somebody's God or you could be somebody's devil, and you might have been a stumbling block for somebody, and God is saying you are too powerful to stay where you are. You need to come down, humble yourself under my mighty wings so I can cover you, because what is coming is, I heard impending or impedible, or I'm hearing something about it, like not inevitable, but it's something that's coming, like a stampede. I keep seeing like a bunch of elephants. It's coming quick, like the stampede. It can't be stopped. But God is like Simba and Mufasa, trying to help you, trying to rescue you. So he sent Mufasa to get you up out the way. And the last time Mufasa was Christ, but this time he ain't gonna let Mufasa be taken away this time. That setup ain't happening this time. Mufasa gonna live. So he can be able to train the Pride Lands. But see, Scar now got to go. And God knows that Scar is angry, because this time the Lion King end differently. It ends differently this time. Shaga don't get killed by the jealous brother. Shaga lives this time. Yeah. And is converted to a higher power over himself. I heard that Nebuchadnezzar spirit got to come up underneath subjection. Do you hear me? You can no longer make an altar of yourself in your heart and put it up against God and think you're going to win. This is for somebody specific. God is trying to seal you. And you keep fighting him. God is trying to seal you. And I'm here. Oh, you wanted the best of the best. And God's trying to seal you. But don't think for a second he won't let that stampede take you. Because God loves you that much. I'll take you, if I can try to get you as close to me as possible and snatch you, just so I can make sure you make it in. You might not be wearing that God crown, but you're going to have a t-shirt and you're going to make it in. At least you get in. My God, help us all, Lord. I just heard somebody say, I don't want to get in as a servant. It'd be better for you to be a servant and scrubbing the king's table in heaven than for you to be on the outskirts banging and can't get in at all. This is for somebody. I'm hearing self-righteous loathing spirit. Great demon. Mad, huffing and puffing. You better come up. Come up out in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Come up out right now in the name of love. And let a holy seal of love take its place. Because see, when you, oh my God, when you casting something out of somebody, you don't leave that person empty. Fill them up. Put something in that place. So when them demons come back, they find it already occupied and not just swept clean and empty. Waiting for an occupant. Don't leave the house vacant. My holy God, help us all. Ooh, ooh. I did not expect for this live to go left like this. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Mm, mm, mm. We worship you, O holy God. You know what? I'm going to just say this. I don't know why I'm seeing some people laughing as if it's funny. I don't know why I see some people laughing. It's not funny. It's not funny. This is real life. Somebody is literally knocking. See, y'all people need to stop. Y'all want to believe angels is real but don't want to believe the opposite exists. You know, stop with that toxic positivity shit. Stop it. Cuz you look foolish. You can explain this but you can't explain that. This exists but that don't exist. You need to stop. You need to stop. Jesus, Yeshua, Joshua, Jesu, it don't matter. It really don't matter. It's energy. It's energy. It's energy. It's energy. I've already been through that. God has made my election very much sure. See, that's one thing about here. When you walking in love, that's what it's supposed to lead you to. God is looking at a love walk. I'm not getting hung up on a name. I'm not going to get hung up on a name. If Zeus leads somebody to the source, which is love, that's fine by me. I don't care. I've already been through that. I went through my whole Hebrew Israelite, Yeshua HaMashiach, and all of this. I've been through all of that. The Hebrews want to call him that. The Jewish people want to call him this. If somebody wants to call him that. I don't care. I don't care. Long as it's leading you to love. That's all. I don't care. I don't care. Because if it mattered, it would have been a huge emphasis. You either good or bad. You can call on Yahshua and use the name of Yahshua and still be hellbound. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. And I've seen people, and I've told y'all this before when I was a little girl. I've seen a woman curse somebody in the name of Jesus, and it worked. I have seen somebody do it. Make somebody's dentures fall out of their mouth while they was preaching, and use the Bible to do it. When you got Buddhists out here who's not calling on a specific name, but is out here healing. And don't give me the devil give gifts shit either. I'm telling you what the source is. It's love. This whole book, whether it's 66 books with the Apocrypha attached and the other books, if you don't have love, you have nothing. None of this matters. No matter what name you call on. If it ain't love, it ain't God. Period. It better bear the weight of love. Because that's the only weight that can make your heart lighter than a feather. David said, if I have hidden your word in my heart so I may not sin against thee. He hid it in the heart. When you love God, you do his commandments. And when you love people, it's because you've loved God. So therefore, there's only 2 commandments right now. Love the neighbor as you love yourself. And love the Lord with all your heart, soul, and mind. Now, the second one is the first, and the first is the second. But I'm telling you, it is all about love. So, with all due respect and love, don't come correcting me on my channel. If it bothers you to hear somebody say Jesus, go somewhere where you hear the name Yeshua. Because let me tell you something. I represent everybody who is looking for the source of love. And they found it in their parents. They ain't found it in their siblings. They ain't found it in a man or a woman. Some of them ain't even finding it in their kids. Some of us is having a hard time some days waking up and finding it in yourself. But when you you set your heights and your sights on God, that's where it all ends and begins. It begins and ends with him. Love. Him, they, whatever you want to call it, Elohim. It's got to be love. It's got to be love. I can't care no more. I can't care no more. That's been the whole hookup with black folks. I remember when God showed me that, I was so sick and tired of hearing about black people. Let me tell you something. We cannot talk about what the next man is doing. Like, I remember I read a meme, and I read a meme with a caption that talk about, how black folks always talk about, or so-called black folks always talk about amigo. But amigo got other amigos helping each other get amigo money. Amigos, you laughing at amigos huddled up 8 and 10 to a Nissan Sentra. But guess what? They building mansions back home though. Group economics. How you got Asians that huddle together and go into business with each other, and they all own a percentage. And they helping getting they other people here for better education, putting each other's children through school so they can graduate with a 4-year degree with $0 owing Sally Mae. So I don't want to hear nothing about. That's the problem. We always come together, and one of the first things we talk about is who you done voted for, and did you get the shot, and what do you believe in? You will know them by the fruit that they bear. You're gonna know them by the fruit that they. Let me tell you something. You can't call me. You cannot tell me you're an orange tree and you're bearing apples in front of my face. I'm going to judge you by what you show me, what you consistent in. Because see, actions can lie, but patterns ain't going to lie. Your spirit, your vibe, your energy ain't going to lie. And you may come in with a smile, but I see them gnawing teeth underneath those lips. It's all about discernment is key in this hour, brothers and sisters. So I don't care who's saying what name, who calling on what name. Show me how you're living. At this point, I ain't trusting nobody. I don't care what name you call on. We got to walk and talk this thing at the same time. And Lord knows people going to be looking at for our faults. Veronica, I don't know why you're taking this so personal, darling. You might as well log off, baby. Because if you're taking it personal, there's something slapping you, and that ain't got nothing to do with me. Because I'm really talking all in love. This really all is in love. And just because I'm passionate about what I'm saying don't mean that I'm upset. I'm extremely passionate about what I'm saying because I love God. And I love the fact that it don't require much to love him. Because see, I grew up in a religious sector that you had to do it by the letter. You understand? It was always by the letter. One wrong move could get you in hell. And it's so hard for God to forgive you. So excuse me if I'm so passionate about the fact that I done found out that all I needed was love. Woo! Shout out to the love babies. Y'all block Veronica. Block her. I don't care what your grandparents are, sweetheart. Block her. Goodbye. We depart you in love, sweetie. Somebody block her, please. Please and thanks. Cinnamon toast. Somebody. Ooh, sounds like somebody need their own YouTube channel. I feel bad for people like that. Cause they come on here thinking they gonna prove a point. I stand 10 toes down and 20 feet tall. Excuse me of the fact that I done found out that all I needed was love. Ain't that something? I'm so glad God chose me out of all the people that I see. Still back there thinking that God is so harsh, that he ain't loving and forgiving, that he'll meet you where you at. No matter what background or spiritual walk you come from, God can meet you where you are. Do you hear me? Just so happened I forgot that that's what I called this live. Love. Jeanette, listen, girl. I'm telling you, it don't matter. Those who, baby, mon cher. That listen, I'm telling you, we hired her and she is blocked. So it's unfortunate, but some people you just got to do it. Some people you just got to do it too. She's blocked. Tania said, "Give me a wrench." Tania, you want the wrench? You got it. Do right by it. That's all I'm telling you. Tania, do right by my wrench. You are now a moderator, honey. You ask and you shall receive. It's just that simple. See how God works? If there's one, let them come to the altar of grace. One of the main herbs that God mixed with frankincense and myrrh. I said myrrh, in the censers for the Levitical priest, was an herb, a green herb that started with the letter C. I want y'all to know that that is a derivative of cannabis. Y'all, when I say that is God's collard greens, I do mean that. It is a holy herb. There are her herbs is for the healing of the nations, according to I think Revelations chapter 2, verse 12. I don't want to lie. No, it's chapter 2, but it's yeah. But not verse 12, no. But I just want y'all to know, yeah. Look at that. 2:14 talks about the doctrine of Balaam who taught Balak to put a stumbling block before the children of Israel. Yeah, it's time. God is saying it's time. God is not getting ready to. We're not standing for people who's coming to do the opposite of unity. We're really coming together. Then it's going to be tribes, nations, and tongues and languages that a lot of us don't even speak because we're from different areas and different places. This is a love. This is a love train. This is a love train. Ain't nobody got time for that. We want love. The sister just told me God gonna get me. Get me, God. Get me, please. I believe my God has a sense of humor. Come get me. Matter of fact, come get me and hold me close. Like you've been doing. Come and dance with me, Daddy. Because I need you all the time. Yeah, come get me. Matter of fact, come raise me up out this place, woman, and put me in my own place. Since you've been saying you was gonna upgrade me. Some people just want you to. I'm telling you, that's an old religious demon. God gonna get you. Because you want God to prove a point on your behalf to show that you got some kind of power. You need to get on your knees and pray. And pray for the love of God. That is your power. You are sick. Get some love in your heart. Matter of fact, let's pray for our sister. Somebody say move on. No, we ain't gonna move on. That woman is in need of love. We ask that you love on her right now. We lift her up. She don't even want, I'ma say it, Miss Veronica Marzette. We want you to walk in love. May the spirit of love and may the God of love encompass you all the days of your life. May his countenance shine his face upon you. May he be gracious to you and show you what the true living love of God is. And may it be through somebody who don't use the name Yeshua. May God show you that his love is vast and deep and wide and far and near and high. There's no length, width, or depth to his love. See, I grew up around people like that. That's how I know. Y'all gotta pray for people like, I'm serious. They think they are on a righteous path to always be hung up on stuff. Yes, you do have to be careful of words and how people say things. But do you know, oh my God, you got power. You give, listen, whatever has power is because you give it to him. It may not be somebody's path this time in this life to use the name Yeshua or this name or that name. And whether somebody says there's a name above every name and believe that or not, that's on them. I know the power of God because I know it through love. And I'm telling y'all, I can't explain it, but the God that I know surpasses this world, surpasses the 3D. Y'all, I'm getting so emotional just thinking about it. I'm trying to recomprehend the day that God brought me to my knees and humbled me by that lake. When I had to go up Apache Trail, Arizona, when I cried out to God and I sang how great is our God, and I couldn't even sit down when he revealed himself to me in the power of God. I had a Moshe burning bush moment. It had knocked me. Do you hear me? I had a Damascus fall, had knocked me from out of that bench. I'm telling you, can't nobody tell me to box God. I thank God that God is not like man. Y'all, I'm being just shown like how far it came, how far I've been delivered, y'all, because let me tell y'all something. Shit like this would have made me feel so convicted and so small. But I'm telling y'all, let this be a testament to y'all life. When you rest in the arms of God, nobody can convict you. When you keep your heart like David, when you running after God like David, and you keep yourself broken and contrite before God, and you allow God to be the one to convict you. Woo! This is powerful. Y'all, love. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't care if you Catholic. I don't care if you're into Judaism. I don't care if you Wiccan. I don't care. If you gonna do anything, you best do it in love. You need to do it in love. Do you hear me? You need to do it in love. I'm telling you, God is not going to judge you on the name that you called. God is going to judge you for your actions. God is going to judge you for your heart condition. Were you in love when you did what you did, how you did it? You going to be standing in the line, one of the ministers at the altar call, praying for somebody in the name of Jesus while judging them, how they look, how they booty sticking out, how the pastor looking at the booty jug walking away while it's. I'm telling you, you gonna be so judgmental, and you calling on whatever name you then gave power to is not gonna matter, because your heart condition. You standing before God having to give an account to how you put that person in hell in your mind already because of the way that they spoke or talk or held themselves. Because that person who feels the spirit of God during church service, during praise and worship, because it looked like he crip walking, or it looked like he got a different type of praise. He may praise God different. He then came up in there a little high when it's legal in your state to smoke. Or he then came up in there like, doing all of this instead of being all hucking and bucking like you. You need to be careful who you put your mouth on. God is bringing a strong conviction and a strong word to the house. Since you so holy, he gonna have you prove it. Because ain't nobody holier than God. I'm telling you, God say all the self-righteous is getting put on trial. All the self-righteous is getting put on trial. Y'all, I got to go. I got to go because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I done made a nice little zucchini soup. I got some smothered Brussels sprouts with some balsamic vinegar. I'm ready to go. I love y'all. It's $2.22 on the market. I love y'all. I really do. I got to go. I'll be back. You know, whatever. But I gotta go. I gotta go mail some stuff off. I got some things I gotta do. I hope y'all enjoyed. Come out the closet. Saints. Come out the closet. You have supernatural gifts. You can't help the fact that you can read shells and bones. You can't help the fact that God called you to ride the waves of the Orishas. God, you can't help it. You can't help that you called to a different calling. You can't help it. Maybe you being called to that specific thing is healing your lineage. Because maybe the very thing that you are called to do in this life is the very thing that your ancestors abused and misused. And God is saying, okay, let me raise up somebody who's going to now merge it in love. You that one. Come on, point to me and say, I'm that nigga. Point to yourself, I'm that nigga. Shit, I love y'all. Be easy, be safe. Till next time.